So we'll start today's session.
Okay.
So students, now so far we just learned the basic functions of Python. Okay, how it works, how you can write some operations
Yes.
with Python. Okay, that is what we have done so far. But whatever we did up to now is not the real world application. Okay, now that is not the way of writing applications with Python. Okay, so which means we just learn like there are so many things, there's so many basics things are there. So we have to learn it in order to create a mobile application or web application or desktop application. It can be a normal functional application or game or anything. So you should know, you should learn the basics. So that's what we have done so far. Okay, but now today we will learn this Python on browser, which means we are going to access the Python application. Okay, actually it's not Python app on browser. Now we are not going to create a complex application now. It is just going to be a small, a simple functions, whatever we did so far, but it will be running on the browser. So browser means Google Chrome or any. Okay, now you see whatever you see is actually the tabs in this browser. Okay, so now we will be accessing our Python application on this. Before, what we did, we actually access run. Yeah, sorry.
We done the basics and we use. Wait, that's what you asked, right?
Yeah. So it was actually, it just run our previous application. They run on command prompt or shell. Okay, or simply another thing actually ID. We used IDs. Okay, but they are not the final output. You can't give it to any users to use it. Okay, because that is not the way. Okay, so now before that I will just tell you. Now real world applications, these are real world applications. One is web application, mobile application, and desktop application. Now I have already explained this, right? Okay, now you can see this is a website, or simply you can say this is a web application. Okay, normally there's a small difference between a simple website and web application. Okay, if you are just displaying some content elements on your website, then this is called as what? Website, just website. Okay, so now when you have some functions or many functions on your website, then that is actually called as web application. Okay, there will be many functions like creating accounts. Okay, and then that's actually a registration process, registration function, and the login function, and then you just you can change, modify your profile, you upload something, you update something, you can delete something. Okay, they are actually functions. So when you have those functions, then that is actually considered as application. Do you understand these things? These are just concept, I'm just saying. So this is how it just work. So there should be like this. A real world application should be one of these. Okay, one of these. Okay, so now this, it's not that like it will take time for you to develop any of these. Okay, we can't just finish it within 2-3 classes. but we have to know the ways, okay, at least the basics of it. So because of that, today we will see how to run, okay, how to run the Python program on our browser. Okay, on our browser, we'll see how to run it. How to run it. So we will see that one. Okay. Now, so because of before that, I just want to explain you that this one web application. So I have already also said that, right? Application that runs on user's browser. Okay, now this is actually I'm a user. I'm using it. Okay, I'm using this browser. So here actually what I do is I access some applications, websites. Okay, so if a website or something, if a program, sorry, if a program is running on a browser, then that is actually called as web application. Okay, that is what I have mentioned here. Application that runs an application that runs on user's browser is actually called as web application. Okay, so applications that run on user's browser. So here the browser, it can be Google Chrome or Microsoft Edge or any. Okay, you can use any. Mostly Chrome is actually used. So if you want, you can just write these because these are very important. Okay, just write this first. So then we will move to the next thing. And I ask you to download and install this one, a server. Okay, I send the link actually. That's actually a server because it cannot function. Okay, it can't just function on your browser. Browser is actually just to display the things, the content. Okay, but the program is actually executed on server side. So that is why we want a server. So that is actually a server, the server application, SAM server, so sometimes XAM server, they just call it. So that is actually, you should have downloaded it. I have already sent that, right? So you should have already done that. So now we just quickly write this and we'll move to the next part. There are three types of real world applications. One is web application, mobile application, and then desktop application. So when you develop, they are actually not real. It's actually under development. Okay. So when you now that is actually cannot be used by users. Users, they can't use anything that are under development. Okay. Now after developing, you have to publish it on web or on app stores, mobile app stores. Okay, it can be Play Store or any, or it should be installed to you to the desktop, to a desktop to be used. So that is there. Okay, so but they are different actually. The way, even though when you just use Python, the same programming language to develop these, that will the methods will be very different to develop these. This is different, and this one mostly for the mobile application, Java is used, and there are other programming languages. Java is used mostly. For the web application, finished.
Excuse me, sir, I done it.
Okay, good. Others finished? Or is that behind and the same?
Sir,
Have you finished it?
finish.
Okay. What about the same? I hope you also finished. So we'll move to the next one. See, now I said the web application that is run on your user's browser. Okay, it simply run on user's browser. So you don't need to write these. So we'll go to the next section, that the requirements to run Python or Python program application on a browser. Okay. So what are the requirements? You need a server. Server is actually to execute your program, Python code that will be executed by the server. Okay, now that should be there. You should already, or you should install it to execute or to run your program. Okay, and the second thing is that is not just enough, because it won't work successfully until you just do some configuration. You should configure it, the Python on the server, because there are many servers. Okay, now that's actually these servers are running on your computer, right? But the server that you install is actually that can run on your computer. So you can install it. There are many other servers, but I just asked you to install that one, that SAM server. So hope you have already installed. So we have to configure it, and then you
Excuse me,
have to, yeah,
excuse me, sir. I'm very sorry for interrupting the lesson. But after downloading the Python thing, they gave an error. It's an error.
error.
Yeah,
Is it Python or SAM server?
exam.
SAM server, right?
Yeah,
Okay. Now after downloading, did you install it?
I installed it, but then they're giving an error.
What is that error?
Yeah, there's an error over there.
Okay, I will just come to that. So let me finish this explanation.
Excuse
Okay,
me, sir.
okay, yeah.
In the next class, not next, before this class, I was absent that day.
Okay, okay, we'll see now. Now what should I say is actually whatever you studied before is whatever the classes that we covered is actually not important. Not important means they are basics. That is not the way. Now, whatever what you are going to study today is going to be very important, because that's the real way, actual way of developing some applications and all. So, but this is also a basic thing, not an advanced, because there are steps now. So we have to go step by step. Okay. So let me finish this first. So now you have to install a server. You need a server, you have to install it, and you have to configure it with Python, and then you have to create the Python code within the server. You have to put the Python code program within that server, and and uh, and then finally you have to access the program, that file path on your browser. Okay, here you have to access it. Now, for example, now the institute actually, okay, now this is actually the institute website, right? So now here Now what actually happens here is we are actually accessing the file. Okay, now file, now how to say that, on the server. Okay, it's actually stored on a server. Okay, that's actually a web server. On that web server there should be a set of files. Okay, for example, let's say this home page, right? This home page will be as a file. It's just there as a file. About, contact, or any other pages, they are actually files, simply files. Now you know that we just wrote the Python code on a file and saved it as Python file. Okay, the extension is actually .py, something like that. So here it is there on the server as a file. Okay, now they have file path. So it is actually pointing to this, or this domain name is actually point out to that server. So when you access it, it should be a home page or index dot, it should be index.php or home page. Okay, yeah, that's the right file name, index.php, or it should be a home page. Okay, now it's actually not a home page, it's index.php, or it can be home page, but sorry, .php. Now what we are doing is actually we are accessing the file path. Okay, since it's on a server, remote server, we actually access it with a domain name. Okay, now for example, if we have home actually, it is there, but this home page is actually connected or linked to this domain name, so the main domain. Okay, now when I click on it, still you just get it, but for the about page, what you get just something like this, /about, which means it's actually the path, okay, to access the file. But you don't get the file, you don't see the file, which means you don't just see the code that is there on the file. Instead, you just see the output of it. Okay, output means now the server, that is why we use server. Server is actually executing the program and displaying the content only, the interface, with the help of this browser. Now, if you want to see the page source, now it should be something like this. This is the code. This is the program. Okay, to display this interface. Understood? So this is what this file is. So now this is the file. It is stored. This file is stored on the server. Okay, it's stored on the server. So when we access the file, or when we request the file, we don't just see or we don't open the file, but it is executed and giving the user interface. Okay, something just should be very familiar to the users. Okay, that the user, you should give some experience through this user interface, something like that. Okay, so now that's why we normally put this menu here, because it's very easy for us to navigate through this website. Okay, it's just a website, there are many pages and all. Okay, they have that pages means they are files. Okay, it can be PHP, now PHP or whatever, like the based on the programming language that is actually used to design this website. Okay, it should be, I think most of the time it should be PHP. So it should be like something like that, about .php. Okay, this is about.php, that page. But we don't just view the page. We just see the output only, the result. Okay, now that is the same. That is what I just mentioned here. You have to access the program path on your browser, accessing program path. Okay, or the file path. Actually, that file is, the file contains the program. The file contains the program. You just have the program or the code. Another way you can say it's a code. So I can say this file path on browser, accessing the file path on browser. So then you will get the output. So that is how it just works. So now I'm not sure that today we will be able to finish what I wanted to teach today, because I asked you to install it. If you have problem with that, then we'll be taking time to solve that installation part and all. Okay, now these are the processes, these are the requirements for you. Okay, now it's just not for Python. If you are using any other programming language, you will require this server and the configuration, and you have to put that code within that server, and you should access it. It's the same for any other programming language. Okay, so now we'll come to this server part. You should download and install it. So it's actually bundled one, which means it has so many other servers, not just web server. There is web server, and there is another database server, mail server. There are some other servers. Okay, but for now, what you need is actually this Apache server. It is actually comes within or with this SAM server. So when you just install it, it will be installed. There is no issue with that. Okay, now this is the link to download and install. Okay, you have to just download it and install it as you install other applications on your desktop. Have you done it? I just want to see now. I will just show you. Okay. Now, if you are just installed, you will be able to see this one. Now, for example, when you just search for this, okay, now when you search, now you'll be able to get this one, this control panel. Okay, this control panel should be there. You should be able to open this. When you click on it, now I have just installed, there are 2 modules. See, there are many modules, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 modules. But what we need is actually just to run the program, we need this server, this module. And if you are about to connect it with a server, a database, then you have to use this one. You can use other database also. It's MySQL. You can use other databases. Now, database, we use it to store something, so store or record the data. Okay, so now it will be there when you just have some functions. Okay, the data should be stored to use it later. Do we have to use it now? Now, because when we just develop a website or something, it should be used for a long period, not just for that on that particular day. Okay, so because of that, we need a database. Otherwise, the data will be lost. So that at that moment, we just require this MySQL and all. So now I just want to see. Did you get this? Share your screen and let me know whether you have done it correctly or not. We'll start from this end. Have you done it? Yes.
I got that too. I got that too.
I think you are using two devices. So can you mute one device? So then it won't be the problem. I think so. So what did you say? I didn't get it properly. Did you install it? Success, right? Okay, now can you please share your screen? Okay, now can you please share your screen? Okay, now can you please share your screen? Okay, you can share now. I think you didn't install, you have just downloaded it. Okay, so all just install the, click on next. Others also follow these steps, follow this step. Okay, now here, if you want, you can just tick everything. Okay, you don't need to modify that. You don't need to modify. Click on next. Click next. Okay. Okay, now install it. I can't see your full screen actually. Okay, no need to change the path. Just install. Or install or click next. What is the button? Yeah, next. Click on it. The selected folder is not empty, which means you have already installed it. So you don't need to install again. Open this control panel. Search for control panels. SAM server. SAM control panel. SAM control panel. Search for that application on your computer on that search bar. Not that you don't need to run the application, okay, that executable file. You have to open the control panel. Now see, this is what you have to open. Now the name is this. Type this on that search bar. On the search bar.
Yes.
You have that, right? Just open it. Sorry. Okay, now I will come to you. We'll go to the next one. Bihandu, you can share your screen.
Sir, I did not have the link.
Okay. Now I will send it. Okay, download and install it. Download and install it. Quickly do this because otherwise we won't be able to finish today's class because I have now see there are 5 more slides. They actually practical things, not theories. So that's the problem now. I will send it, okay, behind the right. Okay, now download the one for this. No, not that. Just download this, okay, at 8.0 something. Yeah, that one. First, yeah. And you, who is next? You just download and install it. Okay, you don't need to do anything here. It's actually just asking for some information and all. You don't need to submit anything here.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you just install it. Okay, download and install. Now, who is
Okay, sir.
next? Who that? Setuli, right? You can share the screen.
Excuse me, sir. I got an power failure. I got a power failure and I join now.
Okay, it's not a, but they have. I sent the link yesterday, right? Did you get this? Get the link?
Even yesterday I got an power failure.
Okay, now you can download. Okay, download the.
Sir, no one was there to download it.
Sorry.
Sir, no one was there to download it.
Okay, now you can download, right?
Yes, sir. Now my father is there.
Okay, now I am sending the link. Okay, download it. Download and install. And where's Nevan? He's not here, right? Okay, now you have to install it. Otherwise, we can't just move on with the next steps. Okay, you have to install. You have to configure. Mostly like with the newest version, the configuration is actually very easy. You have to just you have to just add a line there. That's it. A line that is actually this one. Okay, now we have to go to this next step, configuration. But you have to install it properly. Otherwise, it might cause some errors and all. Okay, I will give you like 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, or 5 minutes, 5 more minutes. Just download and install it. Okay. Download the server and install it. Then we have to configure, and then we have to put our Python code within that server. After that, we have to access the Python file, that path on the browser. So we can see the output on the browser. I'm sorry. So let me know once you are done. I'm giving you 4 more minutes. Try to finish installation, so then we can just move to the next step.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Do I have to in the Google? Do I have to type exam in Windows 10?
Yeah, you have to write. You have to type it on Windows. Windows in the sense that start button is there now.
I have
Click on it. You
exam.
can search for it, or you can just simply search it from
I
the
have
search bar.
exam download for Windows 10. Exam
Okay.
download for Windows 10.
So your Windows is Windows 7, right?
No, sir. I have Windows 10.
So then there's no issues. You can just use it now. There won't be any problem with that.
Do I have to click on exam download for Windows 10?
Now, can you please share your screen?
Okay, sir. Wait, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
No, not there, not there. Please give me remote access.
Excuse me, sir. Here.
No, not there, not there.
Exam download for Windows 10. It's in the search button.
I asked you to search for this Sam here. Now, can't you see this? Now I'm sharing this, okay? I'm sharing my screen now. Can you see this button? It's there on your desktop, right? This search bar or this start button.
Yeah, sir.
Click on it, and here in this search bar, type
I
XAM.
have to put exam only.
Yeah, when you type, you will get this. You will get this control panel. Did you get that?
Yeah, sir.
Okay, now click on it. It will be open.
Click on the control panel or the exam.
Click on this. Now this one.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Now I got it, sir. Can you see my screen?
No, you are sharing your browser only.
Wait, sir.
Share your screen, entire screen, so then I can see that. When you share your entire screen.
Wait, sir. I have to go to Zoom. Not in Zoom. Wait, sir. Teacher, there, sir, excuse me, sir, there's one coming. ICT Clouds is requesting remote control of your screen.
Yeah, you don't need to give that access because you have got that. No, you just cancel it and just share your screen, so then I can see that.
Okay, sir.
Okay, now I think since it's just taking time, I will just do this. So you will anyway get the record, right? So you can
Yeah,
follow
sir.
the record. Otherwise, now we can't finish today's session. Okay, so everyone just listen to me. Watch this carefully. Whatever I'm going to do now, they are very important. So you will anyway get the record. So by watching that, you have to do this. Okay, these practical things. All are practicals because you can't just learn these programming or coding by just listening to these theory parts and all. Okay, the idea just not enough. So I will just continue my sessions. You just listen to me. Okay, see, now after opening this control panel, you have to open this control panel. So everyone please stop your works. You have to stop your work and just listen to this carefully. And then of course you will be getting the record as well. So then you can follow these steps. Okay, now, yeah, here. So what you have to do is before starting this module, you have to do the configuration. Okay, Or if you start before doing the configuration, what you have to do is you have to stop this. Okay, now for example, when you start, see, just running this module, this server is actually running. Okay, but you have to stop this. So then only these changes will be giving the actual output. Okay, otherwise this won't function correctly. Okay, so now when you click on this config, this one config, okay, for this Apache module config button, you will see this file httpd.conf file. Okay, that Apache server configuration file. So you have to click on it. So it will be open. Okay, so just do so. This is next step. So install it and then open this. Okay, open it and open the control panel and open this file httpd.conf file, and you have to search for this. Now that's I have already mentioned that the configuration. You have to
Excuse me,
open
sir.
this.
Can you say what to do again?
Yeah, now what I said is actually you have to listen to this carefully. You don't need to follow these things now. Okay, otherwise the time is actually not enough. We have already spent more than 45 minutes, so we have just 45 minutes more.
Excuse me, sir. Can you tell what to do in exam control panel V3.3.3?
Yeah, here you have to open this control panel first, and then click on this config button and click on this. Clicking in the sense you have just opening this file httpd.conf file. Okay.
This first one, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, sir. I got it.
Okay, good. So then what you have to do is you have to search for or look for this one. This, okay, add handler. That's something there. So you have to search for this. So how to search? Now click. Actually, there should be search. I think there is no search. Or you can use, yeah, you can now see, click on edit and then click this find. Okay, find. So this is actually to search for some key some words, whatever you just place here. So just to find that words. Okay, now see, I just placed that, and then you have to click on find next. Okay, so I think it's just there. We just got that handler. So now can you hear me properly? You can hear me, right?
Yeah, sir.
Okay. So now here, what you have to do is, now if it is commented, this line, if it is commented in the sense something like this, if it's so, then what you have to do is, you have to remove this hash. Okay, so you have to just remove it.
Excuse me, sir. I don't have add handle that one.
Now you have it. Now you have to search for that. Okay, in the first before the previous step, that what I said is you have to click on this find and type this add handler.
Excuse me, sir. Where is the find?
Here.
In the edit, sir?
Yeah.
Then, sir,
This one, find button.
I get find what?
You have to find this one. Type this.
Add handle. Okay,
Yeah.
sir.
Click on find next. Did you find that?
No, sir. We have to put it in capital letters or simple letters.
That doesn't matter. You can just simply write this, type this, and click on find next.
Okay, sir.
Okay, did you get this line? This code?
No, sir. I'm still typing.
Okay.
Then, sir, I have to click up.
No. You just click up, down, no. Find next.
Fine.
Okay.
Okay, sir. I got add handler allows you to map certain files exceptions to handlers.
Okay, now here, did you find this line? This line, the selected one.
From
Did you find it?
excuse me, sir. Can you say it again?
Others also, you just follow these steps. You are done with your installation. Okay. If you have finished installing this application, the server, you can do this.
Sir, I have add handler CGI script point CGI point PL point ASP.
Okay, then you just add this also at the end. Space,
What,
space,
sir?
a small space, a space, and then dot py.
EY.
Py. Pi. Okay.
No, sir. Sir, I can't put the dot.
Why? Find the right key from your keyboard.
Sir, what is the key? I pressed del.
Not that. No,
Then,
here
sir,
it should be above that Alt button. Okay, next to Shift button. Can you see that?
next to shift button.
Shift key.
Excuse me, sir. Can you tell what's near the shift? I have two shifts.
Thyssen, if possible, please ask your mom or someone to do this, okay? So the thing is, I can't see your keyboard now. So that's there. You can share. You can see share your screen, but not the keyboard and all. So
Excuse
if
me,
possible,
sir.
yeah.
Sir, can you see my keyboard now?
Wait. Hmm. No, it's not clear for me. Now that shift button is there, right?
Sir, I have left and right both shifts.
Okay. Now next to that, sorry, left to that, you have that question mark, right?
Yeah, sir.
And after that, you have what?
After that, I have
Not that, not that. I mean, in the right, left direction. Yeah, that key, that key. You just try that, okay? It should be that. Just try.
sir, then it came, sir.
Okay, then that is the dot key, and then py. Type that one also. Dot py.
Okay, sir, and thank you, sir.
Okay. So now is it same as this? Is it the same like this? Just check it.
Wait,
Same, right?
sir, and I have add handler CGI minus script dot CGI dot PL dot AST dot PY.
Okay, good. So that's it. So now what you have to do is you have to save it. Now here, click on file and click this save button. Just save the file, okay? Save it.
Excuse me, sir, I still have the find what add handler.
No, just close that. Close the dialog box and then close that.
Excuse me,
And
sir,
then
I'm sharing my screen.
okay. Yeah, just save the file. Save it.
From the file part.
Yeah, file. Click on file and then click the save button. Save. Not the save as save on. Okay. Then you can close it. Close the file.
Wait, sir.
Okay. So now what you have to do is, now after doing so, you have to run this module. Okay. Just run this. So start the module. This server, Apache server. Start it.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So that's all that configuration. Now configuration actually ends with this one. Changing that, just adding that .py extension as well, and then saving the file. After that, you just start this module. You just need to run execute your your code. Okay. So that's the second step. And next thing is actually what you have to do is you have to place your Python code program within ht.docs folder. That folder is actually here. Now see these, follow this path. Okay, should be here in local disk, and then sorry, not that use. It's actually should be now here. And then here, this folder, SAM folder. Did you find it?
Excuse me, sir. Can you tell how to take that?
Open your computer, this PC or whatever you have. This PC
I have
or
this PC.
okay, open it, and then go to C drive and
Wait, sir.
open SAM folder.
Wait, sir. From this PC, I have to click. I have local disk C, local disk D, DVD RW drive.
No, you have to open this one only. Local disk C. Okay. Open it and then open this SAM folder. SAM folder.
Then I get anonymous Apache CGI bin.
And then you have to open this one, HD docs.
Then, sir.
Okay, now that's the place. Yeah, there might be some folders, files and all. Okay, that is the place where you have to place your code. Okay, which means now you have to say, create a file. Okay, let's say my program.py. It should be saved here. So that is why I just wanted to show you the path. Understood?
Excuse me, sir. What to click then?
Sorry?
What to click then?
No, you don't need to click anything. This is where you have to store you have to put your Python code, okay? You can create a folder and then in that folder, you can place your code. Now, for example, I have done so. So I have created a folder named Python class, and within that I have just placed, sorry, in that folder, I have placed this Python code, yeah.
I have made like you told, I had made Webalizer, IMG dashboard and application. And
Yeah. Okay, that's it. You don't need to do anything else there. Now what we have to do is we have to write our Python program. Okay, we have to write our Python program. So this is the Python program. Okay, this is the Python program. What you have to do is now see, open your IDLE. Okay.
Wait, sir.
Open.
Sir, I have IDLE 64-bit.
Yeah, just open it. That IDLE.
Wait, sir. Wait, sir.
See, what about others? Are you following these steps? Bihandu and
Sir, now I get IDLE Python 3.10 64-bit.
Okay. So what about Saduli?
Sir, my one is still download.
Still downloading?
Sir, now I get your screen.
Yeah, okay. Now Bihandu, what about you?
Sir, I did it.
Okay, now did you follow these steps?
Yes.
Are you there? Are you here? In
Yes,
this,
sir.
did you open this?
Yes, shall I share?
No, no issues, no need. Okay, so now you have to open a new file. You have to create a new file. Click on it on this file. Sorry, new file. Create it.
Excuse me, sir. I got what's on your screen. Now what do I have to click?
File and new file, and then new file.
Then, sir,
Then now
I get
see,
a blank page.
yeah, you will be. Then you have to write this program, okay, on this one. Wait, not that actually. In this new file, you just place this program in this code. Sorry. This one. Okay. Place this. Okay, this is the code. Simply you have to write print content type is actually text. You have to type this, and then you have to type print hello world. We are just going to print that on the browser. Okay, but this one is very important, but this will be different for you. Okay, it should be like this place. In this place you should put your username. So for that, actually, yeah.
So I have to put that.
Yeah, I will send. Yeah, wait. I will send this code. Okay, in the chat, I will put that. Just copy paste it. Copy and paste it on your new file. Okay. Copy and paste it. Now, when you copy paste, there should be a problem with that. Okay.
Excuse me, sir. Shall I share my screen?
Yeah, just wait. I will send it on WhatsApp, so then there will be anyway sharing with you. Okay, just wait. Okay, now I have sent the code. Okay, I have WhatsApped it, so you will be receiving it. Okay, just check your WhatsApp, and if possible, just copy and paste it. But for you, it won't run because the reason is this username should be different for you. It is actually different for you because this one is actually my one. So your one will be different from this. So you have to find it. So it will be a different one. So I just want you to share your screen so then I can find it for you.
Excuse me,
now,
sir. This is
yeah,
my
now,
screen. Can you see my screen now?
no, you just share your screen.
Wait, sir. Now can you see, sir?
Yeah, just give me the remote access. Okay, now just give me the remote access. I will be Okay, now click OK. Okay, I have just requested. Click OK. Okay, wait. You don't need to do anything. I will just paste the code there.
Sir, I did.
Mm,
Sir, I placed my name.
sorry,
Sir, I placed the name in that.
did you change the name?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. And just wait. See, now others can you see this? Now what I do is actually wait. Okay, now there's an issue with that, and I think you just your content type is actually different. Okay, anyway, now listen, try to do this. Try to do. I have sent the code, right? Just copy paste it here. You just try it because when I just do so, it's actually pasting some more text content and all. Okay, now you just share the screen. Who is that? Bihandu, please share your screen. Uh, this is okay. So user Bihandu. Now, is this right one? Is it there?
Excuse me, sir. There is a still message coming. ICT Clouds is controlling your screen.
Yeah, wait. I think I'm not. You can cancel it. Okay. Okay. Now see, Bihandu, can you please share your that folder, your C drive, this location. Now you have to open the C drive and then users, and then I want to see you have Bihandu or anything, any other name. Okay, just open the folder.
Sir,
Not that,
you
not that.
right. Listen, I also get what you did from Rasika Garura Aratri to everyone. I can only select all. I can't get all one.
Uh-huh.
I
Okay,
can
now,
only
yeah, yes, yes, if it's not possible, then you have to type it, okay? You have to type. So why I should send the code is actually when you just type this, it will take time. Now, can you see this? You have to just type these 3 lines, but it will take time. That's why. So now, Bihandu, Not this. You have to share your this one. Wait. This folder. Okay, now what you have to do is you have to go to this local disk, C drive, users, and then the username should be this, the first folder itself, that is actually username. Okay, now in your case, what's that? What's the username? Behind please share your entire screen, not just this Python file. So then it will be easy for us to see. So I just want to check whether it's right or not. That username, username. Did you understand what I say?
Yes, sir.
Okay, just share your that folder path, okay? The username that is there no inside that C drive. You see in C drive, you have to open users and then you will find the username. I can see that screen, that's why I'm just asking that.
Sir, wait for a minute.
Okay.
Sir, can you see?
No, still the
Excuse me,
same.
sir. I'm Setuli.
Yeah.
Sir, I installed that. Now what should I do?
You have to install, and then after that you have to open the control panel, and then you have to configure the httpd.conf file. Okay, there you have to find add handler, and then you have to add .py at the end in that line. Okay. So now, no, don't worry. You can just get the record and then follow those steps. Okay, there's no issue with that. So okay, now not that behind you, not that. You have to share your folder. Okay. Okay, now let's see what I'm going to do now. So now see, okay, not this. I think this one. I will close this. So I will save this. Okay, this is the simple code. I will save this.
Excuse me, sir. I finally printed only what you send. C users armory update. Now I got it on my screen. Now should I put my username?
You have to put your username, not your username. That's actually the computer user. That is actually when you install the operating system, it will be asking the username and all. So in the user, for a user, a folder will be created.
My name,
Yeah. Sorry.
name there.
Sorry, I didn't get it.
Can I put my name there? Season 3
No, not your name. Not
My
your name. That's what I'm saying that.
My username is Season 3 APD.
So is it correct? That's what I'm just asking now. You just share that so I can just
Excuse
confirm
me,
it.
sir. I'm Setuli. Shall I share my screen?
Okay.
Sir, I am in the control panel.
Okay.
Sir, can you see this?
No. Wait. Yeah, now what you have open, not that, not that, not that. Close it, close it. Click on config and the first one. Yeah, you didn't share your entire screen. No, I can't see that. Setuli, please share the file so then only I can see. I can tell you what to do. You are just sharing the control panel, still the control panel.
Sir, is it program?
Sorry?
Sir, now can you see the screen?
No, not yet.
Sir, can you see now?
No, still not. Now just share the entire screen. Now I can just see. Now did you do so? Okay, stop sharing and then share the entire screen. So then I will be able to see whatever you just the application that you access.
Sir, now can you see?
Okay, now not this control panel. Now you have to open the control panel of the server, the SAM server. Type for XAM that I said. No, you open that. Now you're just in control panel. Not this control panel. This is actually the control panel of SAM server.
Sir, where is it available?
Now you just share that, right? Now you
Yes.
just share the control panel and then did you close it?
Yes.
Why?
Sir, I have the remote option. Can you do that?
Wait. Just share the screen, otherwise I can't just ask the remote access. Share your entire screen and then give me the access. Share it first. Okay.
Excuse me, sir. I'm Jason. I finished. I changed my username. I changed my username and now I got it. What should I do now, sir?
Okay, now username means what's the username? Now what we have entered. Now I'm not sure now what the username is correct or not, because you might be just typing your name as username, not that. So it should be the folder name within that user folder. Okay.
So, sir, I did I have to type a folder name.
Sorry.
I have to type the folder name.
Yeah. That folder name is the username. Okay. The user's folder name. Now see, Setuli, this is what you have to do. Search for the SAM server. Now here you get it now. This is what I said, a simple process, simple steps. Okay, now see here, click on config and open this. Oh, now you have to search for add handler. Okay, now wait.
Sir, I typed the username as. Wait, sir. My username was.
Yeah, just wait. Okay, this is the place. Okay, here what you have to do is just enter add the Python file also. Now PLASP are different programming languages. So you have to add py as well, py. Okay, that's it. Then you have to save it. Save it. So then close it. Now what you have to do is you have to start this. So everyone just look at this. Others also can see the screen, right? And now you can minimize it. Now what you have to do, open the IDLE. Yeah, still loading, right? Okay, now you have to open a new file, and here you have to place what I will just find the username. Okay, now this is how you have to find. Open the folder, the file explorer, or my this PC or whatever. Click on this PC and open this C drive, and sorry, users you have default and HP. So how can I okay, so then your username is actually this one, HP. Okay, HP, that's what you have given. You didn't give your name, or I mean, yeah, okay. So here app data local So username for her is actually HP. So for you, it should be different. Okay, local. And then,
Excuse me, sir.
yeah, wait. And then program and Python. See, this is where the Python is. You have installed here. And then again, Python 3.10, 310. That's actually, this is python.exe file. So now I'm going to copy this. Okay, copy the path. Because it's actually very required to run the Python. Otherwise, now Sam Savak, it can't just run your Python code. Okay. And paste it. This is what, and then change this. Now this should be slash, not backslash. And this also the same. You also follow these steps. Others follow these steps. Okay, now finally you have to enter the Python application. Python.exe. Sorry, yeah. So now what you have to do is, this is just we are just telling the server that this is where the Python application is. So then it will be loading that. So that's how it just works. So it's there. So now we'll say print. Okay. Now you have to type what? Content type text HTML. Okay, content type text /HTML. That's what you have to type. Okay. Now here, content type. Otherwise, it kind of like the reason here is this. Python can't just run, or it cannot be displayed on the browser. So that's why we are just doing so. This is the way. Text HTML. Okay, now this is to print a new line. That means actually /n is actually to print enter a new line. So that's so. Okay, this is first statement. The second statement is print you can just type anything, and so now normally this is what hello world or whatever. Oh, I'm Setuli, whatever you want, you can just type. This is just basic. Okay, this for the real application. You have to connect with database. You have to do so many things, not just this. Okay. That's it. That's all. Now you have to save it. We have to save it. Now see, others also see. We have to save it. Wait. Yeah, wait a minute. So it just went.
Excuse me.
Yeah, wait. Just look at this very carefully. So then you can follow these steps. Okay, wait. Setuli, can you please open that file? It's not opening. Okay, now I got it. Okay. So now we have to save this. When you save, you have to save it inside the server. So that's why I just showed you the path where to save the file. Okay, now I will save it. Saving. Saving inside C drive. C drive. And then SAM folder, open it. And then htdocs folder. Thyssen and Bihendu. Watch this carefully. Okay, now this is the place. Okay, now it's actually a Python file. Name this. Okay, now you can give any name. Let's say first program, something like that. First program. Okay. First program. And we'll save it. Now Python file, it's actually, it will be saved as Python file. I'm saving it. Now, please open a browser. Now you have to open your browser. Okay, now you are using Mozilla, right? Firefox. So now here, open another tab. Open another tab, and to access that, you have to enter something like this. Localhost. Localhost means it's on your computer, not online. It is not online. It's just on your computer. So localhost slash the file name. That's why I said we are just accessing the file. First program .py. Now when we run, it should display hello world. Otherwise there's a mistake or there's an error on our code. Okay, not this. It's actually, it will be searching on Google or any search engine. It should be http localhost python program.py. If everything was okay, then it should just display now. Now it just trying to open it. Okay, I think it's not supporting. You have chosen to open, which is a Python file with inside localhost open cell. Now, do you have Chrome? It's just opening. It's not. It didn't run execute the program. Okay. So there might be like we have to configure the browser, and also there are so many things. Okay, I will open Chrome. Okay, just wait. I will open. Google Chrome, and I will try to run it there. It's taking time, right? Okay. I'll close this browser and we'll use the Chrome. So that should be okay. Now all okay. The problem, I think the problem is with the browser. You have to see how to fix that and also, but the time is not enough. But so because of that, we'll go for Chrome. You have Microsoft Edge also, right? Then I will use that. We'll see whether it's running the application or not. Okay, time. Others also just try this. Try the same. Okay, now I will just show this on my computer. So that's the way. Okay, that's all. You have to follow. Now what you have to do is you have to run it on your computer. So then it should display. So sorry, not on your computer, on your browser. So I will just display. Sorry, I will just share my screen. So see, I have the same, right? See, I'm going to save this. Save this here. HCDocs, and I will just put the name that as first program. Same name. I'm just giving program.python, Python 5. It's saved. Now what I have to do is here localhost the file name first program .py. See, it's displayed hello world. Understood? Now, which means it's executed successfully. Now it is actually displayed on our browser, not on the any shell command prompt or in IDE. It is actually displayed on our browser. So in that way, we have to display something like this. We can display, we can create something like this, a complex interface and not. But for that one, you have to write this much of code. I already told you, right? Sorry. This amount, you have to type. This is actually HTML and not. Okay, there are so many things that you have to learn now to do so. Now I will just for you to just explain this deeply. Now we'll see. I'm going to remove this. Okay, I'm going to remove this and we'll save this. Okay, now I'm going to run this. See, it's giving error. So that part, that line is very important. Okay. And this one, I'm going to comment this one, this line. Now we'll see what's going to be displayed. Again, the error. So that is also important here. Okay. But this one, this line, it's not that important. See, it's not important, but it is not displaying anything because we have commented that line, print hello world. So which means it says that it's going to print HTML. Now you can simply display something like a form or something. Now you can see Python. So now see, this is actually a form. It's actually Python file, but I have formed HTML. See, it's actually an HTML. It's not that complex, but we didn't study that HTML and all. You have to try create a form, something like that. Something. See, now I'm going to enter now. What's your name? Behind the, I will just write behind this first name and this same as second last name, and I will submit, and it is displaying hello behind the same. So it is something like that. Like we have, this is actually very simple application of it. Something user enter their name and all, and it is actually displaying it. So we can do so many things like this. Okay, but for the moment it's enough. So the problem here is actually there are so many configurations and all, installing, configuring them. So it's just taking time, because without doing these configurations and all, we can't just run this program. Okay, without doing so, we can't run it. For example, now here, this config file, I will do some changes here. I'm going to remove this .py. So now what will happen? See what will happen. I'm going to run this Python file. Actually, what I have to do is I have to stop this and start the server again. So now you can see it is just displaying the code. Just displaying the code. It is not displaying giving the output. It is open the file. That's all. So see, these configurations we have to do. This should be done. Otherwise, we can't get the real output. See, just displaying the code. Is it okay? Now for the end user, now for example, when you visit this website, now if display this one, is it okay for the user? No, because they can't understand anything. So it should anyway display this. So that's why. So these configurations and all we should anyway do. Otherwise, it won't display what we want. So when you do changes, you have to save it, but don't always edit this file. It's not for that purpose. Now, you have to do is you have to stop this again and start the file program, and then only it will be just giving that. Okay. So these are the steps. So if you missed anything, just get this record and from the institute and
Excuse me, sir.
yeah.
Shall I share my screen?
Sir,
Yeah.
excuse me, sir, can you send the recording to me?
Yes, you just get it from the institute, okay? I didn't record it. I think from the institute you can get it.
Excuse
Sir,
me,
should
sir.
I request?
Sorry?
Sir, should I request it?
Yeah. You should do. You should do so.
Okay, sir.
Otherwise, it will be very difficult for you, because now when you can refer internet and all, but you can't just understand by reading their notes, tutorials and all, because they might be very complex. So even though when you just look at YouTube videos and all, it might be something like this. Okay, you can find videos, but not as I did. Okay, not as I did now. So now you have to just get the record if you want to follow these steps again. Okay, if you want to do these practicals. Otherwise, it will be very difficult for you to practice these things. Okay, understood. So any questions? So
Excuse me, sir. Shall I share my screen?
yeah, you can.
I am sharing my screen.
Okay, now is that correct? Is this the right username? This at to 2014.
This at 2014. Yeah, sir. That's the username.
Okay, then now you have to bring that print statement and all to the second and the third line. So you have to hit enter now here. Wait, give me the access. Okay, sorry,
Sir, you have to click enter.
give me the access, give me access.
Okay, sir.
Now here it's one line, and this is actually the second line. So there are 3 lines. Okay, now you can save it. Save it where? Here inside the SAM folder. htdocs folder. Okay, now here you have to name it. Now I will just name it as my program, something, my Python, whatever.
Okay, sir.
I'm not able to enter. Are you using your mouse?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, just wait for a minute. So I will just finish my work. So then you can use it. My program. My program, and that's actually a Python file. Now what you have to do is open your browser and access the file path localhost/my program.py.
That means in this PC.
No, on your browser. You should do it on your browser, because now today's lesson is that we are going to display something on our browser.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Open your browser, Google Chrome, and type localhost/ what is that? Yeah, sometimes there might be issues with the misconfiguration. That there might be misconfiguration between the browser and the program. So to avoid that, it's better that you use the Chrome, Google Chrome. Yeah, I just use it. You can try any browser. Sorry?
I don't have Chrome. I have Microsoft Edge Internet Explorer.
Use Microsoft Edge. Then you just use a Microsoft Edge. and try it.
Wait, sir. Can you see my screen, sir?
No.
Now, sir?
Yeah.
Sir, here what do I have to search?
It's not searching, it's visiting or accessing the program. Okay, don't say searching. Just give me the access. Give me the access. We'll see whether it's going to run or not. And then, okay. Don't use your mouse. I will just type this and localhost slash that my program, right? My program
Yes, sir.
dot py. You
Now,
should
should I look at it from here?
can't reach this file. Okay. Did you run the server?
No, sir.
You have to run it first. Wait. No, it's running. It's running. It's already running. Localhost my program. I can't see it because it's very small. Not clear at all. So is it right? The my program, right?
Yes, sir.
.py. Is that? No, not able to access yours.
So I think it's still loading.
No. There's a problem with this. Might be a configuration issues and not. Wait. Localhost. I think I didn't. It's not fully typed. Host. Okay, check these spellings. Localhost my program .py. Now it says it's not found. So I just want to check your file. Okay, my program.py. It's there, right? But it says that it's not there. Okay, wait, let me check. SAM server htdocs. The requested URL was not found on this server. It's just there, right? But it's not running. My program.py. It says it's not found. That's the problem. No, it is there, but it says not found. What's that? Okay, this is right. This is right, but it's not. It says that it not found. URL was not found. That's the problem. I don't get it. Okay, it's there. It should not say so. My program. I will just change it. I will rename it PR. What is that? PRO, right? PRO. We'll do so and see whether it's. No, you have actually, there's a problem with your server, I think. Stop it and start the function. I will run again, execute this now. No. Index, localhost index.php. Sorry. Localhost. No, it's not right. It's actually routed. So just wait. We'll try another way. So it is there. Okay, now you can see the file is there, but it is not executing. I think there might be a misconfiguration, something. So okay, print. What is that? Print. What is this statement? I think there should be a mistake there also, but that is not the issue. But it says that file is not found. It should not say so. The request you have was not found. That's why. That's what the problem is. Okay. Anyway, there might be a problem with your code as well. Where is that? Uh, you just check this, okay? Just check this username. I'm not sure whether you have given the right one. I can check it now. Wait, where's that? No, you don't have that username now. That's what I'm just asking. What is this?
Sir, I have the username GH.
GH, right?
Yeah, sir, that's in my desktop, but that username is another username. I put it in 2018, I think.
GH in caps
Yeah.
or what?
G and H.
Is this correct?
Yeah, sir.
No.
In my profile, it's called also GH.
Okay. No, it's not working for you. Okay, we have to search for the solution. Okay, because it's there, but it's not. It says that the file is not there. Okay. So anyway, you can just follow these steps again and see whether you are just getting the right output. So now in my case, I can show you. Okay. Now see. Now see. When you access, this is actually there. This is actually under this localhost Python classes. That's the folder. Within that, I have inside the folder I have this Python file. PyPro. Actually, Python program. I have just shortened that as PyPro and .py, and it's just displaying. So it should do so. So then if it's doing the same again and again, then that would be a problem, might be a problem with your browser and all, and there may be several problems, okay? Might be, the problem might be with your browser or sometimes might be with the server, sometimes your program, sometimes your Windows configuration. So many things are there. So you have to search for this, you have to Google it, so why it's not giving or executing the program, or why it says it is not found. It's there, but it says it's not found. So that might be some misconfiguration. So we have to find the solution for that. Anyway, you just try it again, okay, with the same steps and all. Or if you can, just try to install Google Chrome and try to execute your program on that. I haven't done it on this one. We'll check on Microsoft Edge with whether it's just giving me the same access or not. Okay. See, for me, it's actually working. So Microsoft Edge also giving the same output. So for me, there's no issue. So it might be the configuration problems and all. So just try to figure it out. Follow the same steps and all. Okay. Follow the same steps, and then it should be okay most of the time when you follow the same steps, step by step. Okay, without making any mistakes or errors, and it will work fine. Okay. Understood?
Yes.
Okay, so then with this, we will finish today's class, and you just ask the records, because now you can't just do these practicals without having that. So you have to look at that when you have doubts or problems and all, and do so. Okay. So that's all. So we will end today's session with this.
Question.
Yeah.
What did you tell me that I have to search and look the problem?
Now searching in the sense, first you just get the video and follow the same steps. Okay, when you have the same issues, then there might be a problem with some misconfiguration and all. Okay, then we have to fix it. So before that, you just do this again. Okay, the steps that we did today. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so try to do that first, and then now you did some steps, right? You just did some modifications and all, but I didn't see that. So there might be a problem with that as well. I don't know, but you just try it. Okay, and then you can see whether if it's working or not. Understood?
Okay, sir.
Okay, then with this, we will end today's session. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, then bye.
Bye, sir. Thank you, sir. Good day.
Bless you too.
Bye, sir. Have a nice day, sir. Stay safe, sir.
Have a nice day.